The world needs men who are completely comfortable using male masculine energy to make the world a better place. And what happens, the same may well be true, probably is, of feminine energy in a group of women, men in a group of just men. Your masculine energy get the level, the echoes go round, and the resonance in the group. I'm sure, I don't know if you could prove it in a science lab, but you actually step away from the group feeling energized. And you need that. You might also need a therapist and a counselor and all of that as well. But there's something about being in a group of men who are all doing the work together that energizes you and gives you the chance, gives you the support you need to do your own work. And go on.
I can resonate with that. I've held groups when I originally started this maybe a couple of years ago in Thailand originally, and you could see just a bunch of random men coming together, and within 10-15 minutes some of them are crying, believe it or not, because it feels so natural to be around men, to be, like I said in the previous podcast, to come to see and be seen, and be heard as well. It's a very rare thing, especially for you to be able to kind of, metaphorically speaking, peel the onions, the layers of the onions, and to really come to what you're actually feeling. And that's quite a task to do. It's for a lot of men. For a lot of men, it's quite difficult.
It certainly is. We have a specific format that we use for our circles. Different men's organizations use different formats. We're very, very certain that we're very passionate about the one that we use. It's called Way of Counsel, which is a technique that has its roots again in traditional cultures. It was developed particularly in California in the last few decades, and it is used by mixed groups, women's groups, men's groups. The key thing about it is that it enhances depth, because you can only speak if you are holding the traditional talking. I say traditional because it's a cliche in men's groups. A stick. You're holding a stick, but it's a really profound and beautiful thing. You have to listen if you're not talking. There are no interruptions, perhaps occasionally for clarification or something, but generally it's not a conversation. It's each man taking his time that he needs to say what he needs to say. And then it moves on to the next person and they say what they need to say. And we're encouraged to listen properly. But the key thing for men about that is that it helps to create a container that stops you from trying to fix other men. Because without the container, if we're just loosely having a conversation in the pub or wherever, we can't help ourselves coming up with advice or suggestions. Again, this is a generalization, but it's often a problem that we as men experience, is that, and I've been on the end of it with friends who go, oh, well, yeah, it's because this, or you should try doing this. And you're like, something in your soul goes, no, I don't want that. I just want you to go, I just want you to hear me, be seen, as you say, to see and to be seen, to hear and to, to speak and to be heard. And that is not, so the magic of the men's circle is not, it's partly the male energy resonating, but it's also, you find that the pieces of the puzzle, of your own puzzle, you'll find that another man has the keys for it.
Interesting.
And you don't realize until you've heard another man speak about his unique experiences that have nothing to do with yours on the surface, but the connection and the resonance for your own life makes you suddenly in your soul or your mind go, yeah,